Cards Against Humanity is suing Elon Musk for $15 million. Shenanigans. If you're unfamiliar, Cards Against Humanity is a fill-in-the-blanks party card game that is quite irreverent, inappropriate, maybe. So, as you can imagine, Cards Against Humanity has a great sense of humor, and though they have developed a couple other games in the years since, they do not limit that humor to selling their products. They've developed a habit of pulling some stunts, if you will, usually in furtherance of good causes, but definitely always irreverent and silly. Like in 2014, they ran a promotion where 30,000 people could buy a special Black Friday deal of a box of Bull, which was in fact filled with, you guessed it, shenanigans. So bear with me here. Back in 2017, they ran a promotion called Cards Against Humanity Saves America, where 150,000 people could pay $15, which would go towards a couple of promotional items and a handful of surprise causes. Like, you kind of just had to trust them. One of the causes was Cards Against Humanity redistributes your wealth. So they tackled wealth inequality in probably the most unique of ways by giving 10,000 people a $15 refund and 100 of them a check for $1,000. They also included some of the promotional cards so they wouldn't miss out. I don't know why, this is so funny to me. This one might be my favorite, though it might be tied with the big one that I will get to in a moment. The other one was called their Pulse of the Nation, where they ran some scientifically rigorous public opinion polls, some of which were quite tongue-in-cheek, like finding out that more than half the people who supported the wall thought that they could get past it, and most of the people who think their economic opinions are well informed cannot name a single living economist. But it mostly was like pretty serious polls. They just presented it in a much more interesting and silly way. Like here, saying that younger people are more okay with instant runoffs than older people, which is, quote, good news because old people are going to soon. Or this one where they found that R's are less supportive of instant runoffs than D's, quote, probably because the status quo is working out pretty well for them. They also included some really cool initiatives like Cards of Humanity destroys homework while presented again in a tongue-in-cheek sort of way. It turns out is also actually pretty cool because it was supporting teachers who are creating alternatives to traditional homework, which can help a lot of kids. But we're actually here to talk about the very first initiative that they revealed that fateful week of 2017, which was Cards Against Humanity Stops the Wall. This one got some attention at the time, so you may remember it. They purchased a tract of land along the US and Mexico border and then retained some eminent domain lawyers in order to make it harder for the administration to build a wall along that piece of land. There was also mention of a trebuchet, though they did specify that they were not threatening to knock it down for legal reasons, though they totally could if they wanted to. Which brings us to today and why they're suing Elon Musk for $15 million. Long story short, they are accusing Musk and SpaceX of using the tract of land without permission and destroying it by, laying down gravel and whatnot for construction materials and equipment for some construction projects. They set up a website with a full statement that I strongly, strongly urge you all to read in full, because it's worth it. At CAHSUESmusk.com, where they explain that they are taking this fight on behalf of the 150,000 people who first participated in 2017 in classic Cards Against Humanity fashion. Starting off strong by saying that they were protecting the land from a racist billionaire, and now they're protecting it from an even richer, more racist billionaire. Elon's SpaceX was, quote, building some space thing nearby, and he figured he could just dump his ish all over our gorgeous plot of land without asking. They apparently rejected a lowball offer from Elon in the exact manner you might expect, and plan to equally split the lawsuit's net proceeds among all 150,000 original subscribers, up to $100 each, as compensation for defiling the once verdant land where wild horses galloped freely in the Texas moonlight. They're also saying this is about their reputation, because even if Musk undoes the damage to the land, that doesn't undo the damage to the reputation, because their long-standing reputation as a company that makes outrageous promises and actually keeps them is on the line. That is a good point. Lastly, they describe Elon while also offering up a couple of potential posts before signing off.
With great vengeance and furious anger.
And proposed an interesting alternative. Shenanigans.